Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh.
Hello, and welcome to Martinsville. Race number 5 of 10 in the regular season for the Camping World Truck Series. And I was able to find a solid version where the AI aren't absolutely terrible. And bonus, it's a 2020 version and a night race. And as an added triple bonus, you can see in the background I got one that has a train in the background, which is pretty sweet. But this ain't about trains and stuff, so let's get on to the racing. I can see the ticker isn't operating as I would like, so give me one moment. I think it's working. Let me a little. Okay, good. I think that's working now. Let's, or I guess qualifying's already started. Those are just practice times, so nothing to get too excited about, folks. Let's see how these guys get on with the first short track of the season. Couple of guys are good at short tracks, couple of guys are not good at short tracks. As we can see, Virginia Brock keeps impressing, and as well as Danielle Baker. Two of the drivers that just got newly acquired sponsorship are right up there, first and second. Let's take a look at these. I'm just going to hold off on starting these cars just because this pace lap is super short. We got the 84 Tenda Heel Ford F-150 driven by Virginia Brock. She is super impressive in her first 2 starts. I think Keith got a good one here. And right alongside, let's see if we can get a better look. Well, we got a T-Rex / T-Rex themed Chevy Silverado driven by Danielle Baker, who she had a solid finish, I believe, at the end of Atlanta, so that's excellent for her. We got 2 more new trucks in the field. Just quickly look at them before we get going. Of John Jacobs and the Jarvie Motorsports team. Nothing super fancy about this one. Kind of plain Jane with a little logo on the front there. Also, he's looking for sponsorship. So if anyone's looking for a good team, give them a call. 31 of who is that? George Gallagher. Brand new team as well to the field. Also looking for some sponsorship. Kind of a unique paint to that. Not sure, are those like wave patterns or getting kind of a beach vibe from this truck. So there ain't no beaches in Martinsville, so maybe that's why he's a little further down. And just off the presses, brand new sponsorship by Francisco Guerrero. My understanding is that truck was wrapped literally within the last 2 hours, and the deal was put together early this morning. So this is not a bad looking truck considering there were some time constraints here. I would say that State Water Heaters 23 Ford is gonna have another good run today. He's had great races, just hasn't been able to close the deal and put the whole race together. Let's see if we can put it all together today for him. All right, so let's get her going.
Drivers.
Right, so gonna do a quick if I can find it. Sorry. Gonna see if I can get my keys to the race up quickly. There, it should be on there now. 3 things really quickly. We got track position. Obviously, first is key. You want to be right up front during the whole tension of this race. Second one, save your stuff. You got to know when to go to the front, and in the meantime, you're gonna have to save your stuff until it's ready to go. Third, and most importantly, I think when it comes down to it, final, it's gonna be chrome horn. You're going to want to push that guy out of the way. You want to get as many spots and as points as, as much money as you can by the end of this race. I know we're already on lap 1. That's how quick things go around here, but we got 125 laps today. And the pit window, you might notice that is a bit small. It is 40 to 50 laps. Now, it's not just fuel that is important here, it's tires. And over the course of a run, you're going to lose about... about a second and a quarter a lap. So if you stay out too long, you're gonna lose spots, and those are very, very valuable spots here today. You can see Virginia holding her own so far in the front. That high line isn't quite as fast as the low line, but that 5 truck is doing okay. He's gonna want to find a slot down low quickly though. You don't want to lose too many positions. We'll see if we can find a gap behind that 20 truck. Quick wrap job, eh, Grub? Alright, looks good. Got quite a few new drivers out in the front of this field. I'm rather impressed and kind of surprised to see a lot of the younger drivers chosen by these teams running so well earlier this season. And I really thought it would be player drivers kind of running the show, at least for the first season or two, until they moved up to Xfinity or Cup if they so chose. But that 48 truck as well, that Mattitude Motors is looking strong so far. The owner running in 9th as of the last lap, so he's got himself a good short track program. But something we haven't seen too much of from qualifying and even in practice are those Toyotas are nowhere to be found. From what I can see, the 85 is the highest Toyota in 10th place right now, but things can change. Potentially Toyota doesn't have a good short track program, but they seem to be very strong on the speedways. We'll see what happens. They have a pretty good lead in the Manufacturers Championship as they've won the last two or three races now. Who won the last race? Yeah, Carlos. So yeah, they've won the last 3 races, I believe. So that's definitely gonna help their chances at getting a little extra cash at the end of this season. Let's cycle through the field here, see if we can find some good battles. 48 and the 5 teammate trucks running side by side. That 5 still hasn't found a low line. Maybe right now. Looks like the 48 kind of let up a little bit for him, but no, he looks like he likes the high groove. Maybe his truck's a little too loose for that low line early on in this stage, and just gonna keep it high. It looks like he's not losing too much ground as it is, but I don't know. I would want to put that block on that 48 truck and get down low. We got the 89, who's actually doing quite well. Not sure about the short track stats on this Jacobs fella, but he looks like he's doing quite well so far in his debut. We got the 80 truck, who led practice of Baker. Like the 28 is looking down low, trying to get on the inside. No, it looks like the 80 made the move on the 89. The laps go so quickly here. We're already on lap 12 of 125, so nearly 10% of the way finished. These trucks are still trying to sort themselves out and jockey for any scrap of position they can get on early. That 3 truck going low on the 85, trying to get that last top 10 position. '82 truck is the teammate of Virginia, who is leading this race, so he's also having another great week, or race, sorry. It's really just 2-3 truck teams so far in this league. Is the 2 owners are right here in your screen. That number 3 and the 82, they have 3 trucks. Everyone else seems to have 2, or I believe there's 2 single truck teams in the field still. And quite a few upgrades starting to come around as of now, so hopefully by the end of this season we might start to see some of the benefits of upgrading. But I know we've had quite a few reliability issues first couple races, mainly from the Toyota camp. Not sure if that's related or not. Yeah, you gotta keep those mistakes to a minimum on a short track, because there's always a truck right there to scoop up and take your position away if you slip up and miss your marks. As you can see, that 23 truck was looking low on Jess Hanna, who's had a very quiet season so far, but hasn't finished too high or too low. I'd say been more than consistent this season. This is looking like another run for them that would do them well in the points. We'll see what happens come playoff times. Everything's going to bunch together, and maybe that's when he'll come into his own and get a hot streak. 43, Greg Shetner, the GMS Motorsports team, doing quite well as well. He's currently in 16th. His teammate is right up there in 7th. It's one of those 2-car teams I was talking about, doing quite well, managing his 2 trucks. The number 2 truck of Tristan Grace at Hooters Ford, looking low on Mike Carroll at Toyota. It's had quite a few good races. The last 3 races, Mike Carroll's been right up there, but short tracks, they're hard to get positions. They're hard to, and they're so easy to lose positions on these things. So really going to take some strategy that could make or break your race into making the difference of top 10 or not. Number 9 truck being passed by the new truck of Gallagher. He's not having a good race. He's been consistent as of lately. I think a couple top 20 finishes, but still looking for his first top 10, and it's been a very mediocre season for Alex thus far. Let's head back up to the front, see what's happening. Maybe exciting. Looks like everything's kind of just single file as it is. You know, it's only 20 laps old, this race, and we still got a long way to go. No caution yet. Looks like everyone's kind of just taking it easy. And we might even have a green flag stop during this race. I think we're due for another exhibition race. I can see if I can get something whipped together in the next little bit. Get some extra cash for all these trucks. Been a quiet race so far for a short track, but won't be long now before the 84 catches some of those trucks in the back. Track is called the world's biggest paperclip for good reason, and that's because it's exactly like that. It's shaped like two drag strips with U-turns on either side of them. And with all these trucks stretched out under caution, you're pretty much a half a lap down before the green flag even waves, so we'll see what's happening. It looks like 40th place is about 14 seconds back, which is about, they're doing these in just over 20 seconds a lap. So he should be catching those last place trucks. Matter of laps, I'd say, just before the first green flag pit stop probably. And then we'll have a conveyor belt of trucks just going around this very short half-mile track. Like that 28's making some moves. He's come from about 7th. Was it less than 10 laps ago? He was 7th. Now he's already in 2nd. A 28 truck driven by Chris McRae is making his move early, and looks like he wants some clean air. Going low on that 20, still hasn't cleared him. Good side-by-side racing on this track. I think the low and the high groove are quite comparable, but I'd still think the turn in and the runoff of turns 4 and 2 are a little superior on the low line. That 28 truck is looking sharp. Yeah, he's the only senior in the field, and looks like that that extra experience is paying off for him, as he's looking low on the 84. Not gonna quite get there this lap, but just watch the line that 28 truck is running compared to the 84. He's able to get a lot lower entering the turn, and he just sticks it right on the curb. Well, not in this case. Looks like he's trying something a little different, but his line has been superior over that 84. That 84 looks like he's sorry, she's struggling a little bit getting into the turn. But it looks like she's taking a bit of a defensive line now, going a little bit lower in the turn, trying to take away that low line from the 28. Yeah, if the 20 can get close enough to these two trucks, then looks like he might even have a good chance at getting in front of that 84. I'll tell you, Virginia Brock is driving like a veteran today. He's got that sponsorship. He's got all the confidence in the world after her last finish. And I'll tell you, she could be, I hate to use a pun here, but she could be a dark horse for this championship. If nobody got that pun, Tenda Heel is primarily first aid for exotic animals such as horses and other pets. And looks like that 28 truck is looking low. Not gonna get there. Oh, looks like he drove it in a little deeper, and now he's got the position on Virginia. Not gonna quite clear her coming out of 2. But we might have a new leader shortly, as McRae is... Look at that line. What a perfect line this 28 truck is driving. I'll tell you, McRae is definitely the senior in the field, and these youngsters might joke about that, but there's nothing to joke about how he's driving right now. He is charging up the field, and he didn't... Oh, he led that last lap, so that's the first lap Brock hasn't led since the green flag 34 laps ago. Looks like he's going to clear that 84 truck now. Keep riding his line. As you can see in the picture that we're starting to catch some of the lap traffic. It could play a huge factor in the outcome of this race. They're always going to drive a little harder against the leader as opposed to second and further back. You want to stay on that lead lap. If you lose a lap here, it's not like NASCAR of today. If you lose a lap, you're gonna have to get it back the hard way. That's never gonna be easy. We got those WK trucks of Wayne King and who's driving that? Charles Baker. We got them in the top 10. Let's go back and not the pace car. At that 20 truck, he's been riding in the top 3 all day. Started, I think, 3rd or 4th, and has kept that position. At the 5 truck, slowly slipping back, but looks like she's found her groove now. She's riding there in 4th position, followed by her teammate in the 48. We got about a 2-second gap before we hit these guys. That second WK Racing truck of Charles Baker in 6th position. A little bit of a gaggle, and of course looks like those Toyotas are finally making their way up. That race winner 2 races ago at Homestead of last race, Carlos Perez, and it looks like we have a caution on the track. Not exactly sure what happened there. I didn't see anything. Oh, it looks like we got some skid marks on the front stretch. Let's go to this view because I absolutely love this view. You can see everything on the track as it happens. Some smoke there. Oh, it looks like that 69 truck of Catalina Schwartz, who had a very good first race, but things aren't going quite her way lately. Like she just took another hit. Looks like that 50 truck got underneath the 69 and went for a little bit of a spin. Doesn't look like too much damage from that. He should be okay. Maybe mentally shaken up, but that's about it. We just completed pit stops. Of course, I missed that. Sorry, guys. Looks like the 84 beat the 28 off of pit road. Got a little bit of a shuffle. Oh, sorry. A little bit of a shuffle happening with the leaders. I'm just going to stay on the pace car because that's the safest place to stay right now. Looks like there are going to be some trucks going a lap down, including that 89 truck I just saw in the corner. Something happened with him on his pit stop. His first race, so that's going to be a bit of a fumble on their part. But yeah, okay, so we got the 84 retaking the lead thanks to the pit crew. 828 worked so hard to get that lead and finds himself back in second. That 5 truck made up a few spots. Not too bad showing from these guys. Oh, I didn't even see the teeth in the front of that, man. Nice touch. 80 truck moved up quite a bit. 48 pretty much stayed as is. Got a few trucks that dropped quite a few spots. Some big movers and some big gainers. I'd say the biggest loser was that 89. It is now, I guess. Alright, man, these short tracks are so hard to keep track of. Yeah, looks like that 89 truck is a lap down. John Jacobs. Well, at least he'll be on the inside. Maybe he can make his lap back the old-fashioned way. But as for anything else, looks like that 20 truck really fell way down. He's at the back. Disaster. Looks like we're going green this next time by, so not even time for a commercial break or even a chance to find out what happened to that 20 truck. His truck looks to be okay damage-wise, but man, losing that many positions, that's going to be tough to get back in a short amount of time. We only got about 80 laps or so. Yeah, you know what? Like, it's the nature of the beast. It's inconsistent. You get a higher high, but the low stays the same. We're about to go back racing. We got that 40 on the inside. All those inside trucks are a lap down, those three. We got 84 leading us back to green. He's dominated most of this race, lost the lead, but got it right back after that amazing job by her pit crew. Looks like she'll clear those lap trucks fairly easy. 28 truck looking to clear that 40. Can't do it this time. Lap 45. 80 to go. Like the 28 truck finally cleared those lap trucks. 5 is working on it now. That one truck of Vince Curtis. He's been fairly quiet most of the night. Looks like he's decided he wants to charge up to the front. Must have had a solid pit stop. I think he was a little bit further back than the 80 before that yellow. '93 truck making his way up the field as well, as we were talking about him as the caution came out. He won the last race at Atlanta. 26 a little further back there of Hope Torres. They're locked into the playoffs. That one truck could clear the 40 of Ross Chastain. It looks like Perez is gonna get the move on him and go low. It's tight racing. It's only side by side, but if you lose that one position or you lose that low line, you have the potential to fall all the way to the back. 48 truck looks like they slipped up a little bit. He was up there, still kind of flirting with the top 5, but definitely lost a little bit of ground to her teammate there in the 5th. The 5 truck. Like that 28 truck isn't gaining as much on the 84 as he was before. Maybe just content riding around for the time being. Saw in the corner of my eye that 89 truck kind of slow. He was right up there at the start, the inside line with the lap trucks, but looks like he's fallen all the way to the back. Might have a mechanical issue. Looks like it's going to be a long night for them. They're a good qualifying position. Start the race, just couldn't put it all together. Definitely gaining on that 89, so he must have an issue that's hindering his speed. The truck isn't really gaining, but certainly not losing any time to that 84. Maybe the 84 made some adjustments, feeling better, more comfortable in the truck. But 28 does look quite strong and still in the corners. It's definitely making the rookie work for it today. Some good battles. Looks like that one truck is going low on the 93 now, trying to get that spot back. Looks like they're starting to clear that 40 truck finally. Can't seem to clear him. That 5 truck is losing a little bit of ground to the leaders. And he might even get put up in the high line next. Cuts down a little bit on Curtis, but she saw at the last minute and kind of went high. As the 93 and the 1 truck continue to battle for 4th position. Just about halfway, not quite, but 57 laps of 125 pass already. And tell you, we're gonna be seeing some action if green flag pit stops happen. Gonna be quite exciting to watch. I probably won't be able to catch everything that'll happen, so if you guys notice your truck drops or gains quite a bit, let me know and we'll try and figure out why. 48 truck keeping with this second pack. I'd say a top 10 here is a solid showing by anybody. I mean, if your strength is gonna be short tracks, you want to do better than that, but I'd say for the most part these are just survival races. You don't want to get involved in an accident, lose 1 or multiple laps early. That could just ruin your whole race. You can just ride around in the top 10. You're gonna have a good day. But you know, reliability could always play a factor, and it's more often than not has so far with these guys later on in this race. So far we've been lucky. We haven't had any mechanicals. Looks like that 89 is the closest thing we've had to it so far. He's quite off the pace. Something happening over in that truck, but other than that, everything seems to be okay. Most of these trucks have all their sheet metal intact. Are the trucks still made out of sheet metal? I don't think so. It's got to be the same as the Cup bodies, I would assume. Probably cheaper that way, but we'll just pretend it's sheet metal for the sake of it. Yeah, it is a good Martinsville track. I was actually quite surprised when I saw a modern Martinsville track and it went this well. My testing, I was a little bit surprised, really. But yeah, we'll be back in Martinsville, I think, in the playoffs. I think it's the second round of the playoffs, so I hope this race goes well, so we don't have to change anything. But so far, I'm liking what I see. I think the next short track on the schedule is going to be Knoxville, which the trucks are actually going to in real life. So I've tested that track already because I was a bit nervous about a dirt race, and it races pretty good. It's exciting. The AI they make mistakes here and there, and you know, it's a dirt race, right? So it's going to be a little different. I'm excited for the real dirt race this week at Bristol. I'm not sure what to expect from that. To be honest, I think it might be kind of a failure, but it'll be interesting to see these pros race on something that isn't a hard surface. Speedco is owned by Loves, in case you didn't know. So, yeah, there's that. You didn't know that. Speedco, I mean, I'm not from the States, so correct me if I'm wrong, but from my research, Speedco is kind of attached to some of the Loves travel shops as like a service center, sort of like oil changes and whatnot. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if it was more of an all-star race, that would be... I think that'd be a good way to test it. I should have done that maybe last year, but I guess that's a lot of money to invest in just a non-points paying race, because I'm sure it's expensive to put up all those, or all that dirt. we'll see how it goes. I'll watch it regardless, unless, you know, it's like the first truck race that was on dirt where it was like you get 3 laps of green flag racing and then somebody just self spins, because these guys aren't used to it. So I'm sure that's going to be the case. That's why I'm not really holding my breath for a good race on Sunday, but the truck drivers should put on a better show. They seem to be more used to it. Yeah, let's let Timmy Hill race tonight. Like, that's ridiculous. I was watching a bunch of stuff and reading a bunch of things on Twitter. Like, it's such a joke how NASCAR really wants to push out MBM Motorsports. It's not fair. Like, NASCAR used to be more inclusive to lower teams and kind of just letting people show up and race, but I'm not sure where that all changed, if it was because of the starting park guys, of the field fillers. I'm not sure when it all decided to go downhill for the guys that could barely afford to race. I know Mike is taking it quite personally, as he's a fan of those underdogs, and I always like seeing underdogs perform well. And when Timmy won that race at Texas, that was huge. Like, the guy races with equipment any average sim racer would have. You know, he's got a wheel, he's got a stand. I don't even think he has a stand for it. I think he just clamped it on his desk. And yeah, he beat out the pros with all their fancy equipment. Yeah, that was a good race to watch. I don't think Timmy Hill's in this race, but he's got a... I don't think I took his truck out just yet. It's at 56, if I'm not mistaken. Of driving that 50. Gus Dean. Remember, this is last season's Daytona roster. I'm quite certain this is his truck right here. Not doing so well in this race, but you know, more or less the same as how it is in real life. Let's go back to the race leader, shall we? That 51 truck, 89 truck, still on the... he's still holding on to that 1 lap down. I don't know what happened there, but looks like that 28 truck has closed the gap a little bit on the 84, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw pit stops happening before too long. Yeah, we just saw the 20 truck make an early pit stop. So, looks like green flag stops are coming. Who's going to be the first of these leaders to duck down on pit road? It's always a gamble when you pit under green here. You're going to drop at least 1.5 to 2 laps down. Well, I mean, an early pit stop would always give your guy an advantage, especially when it comes to track position. If you can get some clean air when you exit and you put down those quick laps, I think you'll definitely be able to gain some spots. Yeah, you're right. That will... Well, yeah, with 10:15 to go, I think, if it stays green, of course, broadcaster's curse there. It'll be very interesting. We should have 2 more pit stops to go. Last one should just be a fuel only. For some tires, maybe 2 tires, who knows. Looks like that 20 truck got out in relatively clean air. He's looking to clear that 1 truck. Let's see how far down he went. He went 2 laps down, so... Yeah, you're losing about 1.5 laps under green flag stops here if you're taking 4 tires and fuel. Could be killer if a caution came out during a pit cycle, like it has before. I think the last race it did that. Thankfully it didn't catch too many guys a lap down. A 20 truck just gained so much time on that 28. Fresh tires are a huge advantage, as you can see. It's not so much fuel, it is tires that make a huge difference. Yeah, so more or less 1.5 laps, 2 laps. But looks like those leaders are catching the 89, so if anybody behind these guys can make a quick pit stop and get into some cleaner air, I think we might see a new leader at the end of these stops. 20 truck looking high on the 80 or the 28. Might even get it done with fresh tires. He's just motoring through the field. This could be huge for that 20 truck who lost all those spots under caution in the pit cycle. He's definitely got one of the faster trucks here today, but might be too much damage done and not enough time to gain it back. 20 truck doesn't quite clear the 28, and we might... Oh, we're 3 wide. Wow. That 20 truck wants to get back, or not back on the lead lap, but at least 1 lap down as quickly as possible, and that's going to hinder the 84's line into the turn, and the 28 truck is going right under the 84 as the 84 gets pinned behind the 89 of Jacobs. Oh, 84 putting the block on the 28, and they're 3 wide again going into turn 1. That low line just doesn't have the runoff he needs to get in front of that 84. Looks like that 20 truck is sailing away. Those tires are huge, and we got some more trucks coming in the pit road. I see the 3 truck in the corner of my eye hitting. This is quite interesting. If I was the leader, I would want to come down pit road sooner rather than later. I wouldn't want to leave it too long, because you can see that 20 truck is already out of the picture. He is gone. Is he already? No way. Holy smokes, that 20 truck is gone. He's a quarter of a lap ahead of these leaders now. This will be huge for that 20 truck. He is going to gain so much time. He made the right call, pitting early, got the track position, got in front of the leader, got the clean air, and look where he is now. He's in a little bit of traffic now, but look at all that time gained. You have the 89 and the 51 holding up these leaders, so any truck that is pit early is going to... That 89 truck needs to get out of the way, and looks like he's going to pit. Let these leaders go ahead. And we got that 1 truck. Now, where did he come from? Vince Curtis going high on the lead, and he'll lead the next lap. He's only the 3rd different truck to lead today. And he's going to do it on the high side. That 51 truck is super slow. I know, blue flag in NASCAR. I don't even think they have it on road courses. That 1 truck is now cleared, the 51, and the 84 is stuck low as the 28 truck looks to pass on the high line with the 93. 28 truck is cleared. 93 truck looking to clear now. Yeah, that 84 truck is probably fuming right now with that 51 truck of, I think it's Riley Herbst. He, I don't know, he's just super slow. I don't think anything's wrong with that truck, but looks like that 84 truck is finally... Oh, he's coming down pit road, or sorry, she's coming down pit road. Make her pit stop. Looks like the 5's gonna come with her. Just keep an eye out on these leaders when they make their stops. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the 28 and the 1 truck coming next time by. But looks like they were able to stretch this a good distance. I might have been a bit off with my pit stop. Ooh. Guess that's normal. Bit of a swirly whirly pit entry. Let's focus in on that number 1 truck. Looks like the 1 truck came down pit road. 82 is still out there on old tires, and he's gonna come down pit road. I think he might be the last leader to do so. And that 1 truck should be coming down pit road right now on his left side tires already. And he's off just in front of the 28. Get the 93 behind them. And we see the 84 coming, and she's gonna lose those spots. Didn't have a good outlap, I guess. And this should be your net leader right here once things cycle through. That 26 truck also stayed out another lap. He should have pit. But yeah, this is the leader now. Vince Curtis. I mean, not too surprising that the leaders maintained it, but I really think that 84 truck suffered the worst out of any of these leaders, just because of the lap traffic, and you know, it's only her second race, so I wouldn't expect too much from her in regards to experience and knowing what to do in certain situations. But still a great race regardless of where she finishes today. She's done an exceptional job. As the 5 truck of Danielle Baker in her second start, she's looking at a solid top 10 finish at least, and 23 truck getting that late race deal signed and getting that truck wrapped this morning. Another good race for him. See if he can put it all together and finish. Of course, got a little bit of pressure behind him with that team owner truck right there of Dave Grubb. 48 truck behind these guys, kind of just slowly fading back. See if she can still maintain a top 10. Get to see that 82 truck of Keith Hughes. He's looking to get a top 10. He's got the freshest tires of anyone on the track right now. A couple laps, so. And look at our boy here, Mr. King, right there. Huge gains by that 20 truck. Mind you, he's now on the oldest tires, but he gained quite a few spots in that pit cycle because he made the call to pit early and get those fresh tires. I don't know if he can make it the rest of the way without pitting. He might have made a call that would require him to make 2 more pit stops during this race. I'm not entirely sure, but as it is right now, that was a genius call. And I think if we can get another yellow, that whole, you know, strategy might be out the window, and they'll have all that free track position. Jess Hanna, another very quiet afternoon race, sitting right there in 17th, keeping to himself. Truck looks clean, not too much damage. One underneath that 20 truck for 15th. 3 wide for 16th. Looks like the 85 and the 9 truck. A little bit of fender rubbing. I said, you know, it's easy to lose spots. It's super hard to gain any back. But you know, you got to do what you can. It's go time. We got less than 25 laps to go. Every point matters. That 9 truck has struggled most of the season. The 85 has already locked himself into the playoffs. So that 9 truck has a lot more to lose than the 85 at this point. 85 can kind of just ride around and collect a paycheck, really. But yeah, 20 truck is losing a few positions as I was going through this field. Those old tires might be starting to take effect, but I still think the advantage overrides what's happening to him now. He's yeah, that 3 truck not having a good race. Where are you at, Matt? You're 35th, 34th. Well, you know what to do, man. Just grade the pit crew stats, and who knows, you might be better off than you were before. Got the 26 truck ahead now. Did I miss something? Did the 26 truck have the lead the whole time and I just totally missed that? Hope Torres on a roll. Won the last race. Now they're leading this one. Ready to go, right there when it counts. Looking to lap that 3 truck. Looks like those flames need extinguishing because it's not working out for them. Bad setup on the truck. Needs a yellow more than anyone on the track right now. I personally think that 3 truck could use some upgrading instead of expanding to a multi-truck team. Like that, eh? Oh, we'll see. We'll see what happens off the track between now and the next race. But all 26 all the way. I genuinely must have missed something because that 26 truck had over a 2-second lead. Hahaha. Yeah, well. My driver's stats aren't geared towards short tracks, and I'm starting to regret that a little bit, but it is what it is, I suppose. You know, can't be good at everything. Last time I checked, you still haven't won a race, Matt. It's like the 26 truck is losing about 1/4 second a lap to the number 1. Looks like both trucks are still stuck in traffic. So it really depends on who can get through this quicker. As we come to the conclusion of this race, we got 15 very short laps to go. It's looking like a race between the 26 and the 1. That 28 truck is also a contender. We'll see if they can catch Hope Torres in enough time, or maybe a yellow will come out, save the day for a lot of drivers. We'll see. Maybe that 3 truck will play part of the outcome. Might hold up that 26 truck so another Chevy truck could potentially win, as that second group gains another 10th and a bit on Hope. It looks like it's a cat and mouse game now, as we have 13 laps to go. Heavy traffic for the leader. We got that 51 truck coming into the picture again. Hopefully he can't, or he does move out of the way and does these leaders a courtesy. Oh, we got a smoker. And yellow flag is out. Yellow flag is out with 12 to go. Looks like that 91 truck of Chris Green, who has just had the worst luck for any rookie so far. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, a little bit of drama happening here, as the leaders try and catch the pace car. That 26 truck is going to stay out. I believe pit road is open. And this will definitely spice things up a little bit. If anything, it's going to help the 26 truck, because now there is a lap car in between. What happened to the 28? Did the 28 come down pit road? I wonder. And the 1 truck? What happened to the 1 truck? Oh my god, so much drama. 28 truck looks like he was involved in some of that drama coming to the yellow. Oh yeah, just rear-ended the 49. Wow. The Martinsville curse begins. Wow, look at all those trucks getting rear-ended. 20 truck. Wow, wow, wow. That is not great. Let's see what happened to that 1 truck, because he was fighting for the lead. Did the 1 truck blow up at the same time, or? I think the caution had come out at this point. Dead stops on the track. Okay. That's gonna be a lengthy tow for the 1 truck. Yeah, so it looks like it was before the yellow. That one actually might have caused the yellow, not the 91. Because that one truck just came to a dead stop on the track, and wow, that certainly shook things up a little bit. Looks like I jinxed myself, and looks like those Toyotas are 1 and 2. That 82 truck again. The 82 has the freshest tires on the track. Well, of the leaders now. I'm not sure about anyone who pit if they took tires. We're not going to check on that because we got too much to cover. But that 48 truck was involved a little bit. I think she might have some damage. A bit of bumping and grinding under yellow. Maybe not the best Martinsville track, but the best one I could find anyway. 33 ahead of the 23. And at 2 top 10 finishes, maybe even 2 top 5s if they can get ahead. 1 more truck each. And go through the field. We got some lap cars and some lead lap cars, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to follow. I think that 85 truck might be a lap down. 85 is shown in 11th. 9 car is 12th. 83 has had a quiet afternoon, but right there in 13th. Followed by that 6 truck. 80, at least one of the WK trucks is still having an okay afternoon. That 20 truck, I think, he's the lap down. That 5 truck retired. My God, Lily. Or is that Danielle? Danielle Baker. 0 to 0. And I wouldn't be surprised if she was involved in that little clusterfuck at the caution flag. Yeah, looks like went in a little bit too fast, and I'm not sure that would warrant a retirement, but yeah, okay, I guess the team just doesn't have enough money to fix it. So, here we are. We're back green. Sorry, I was sleeping at the wheel. Let's cycle through the front. That's all we want to see. Now keep in mind, folks, that 30 truck is a lap down. But it looks like he wants back on the lead lap. 82 truck and 93 fighting hard to get in front of this 30 truck. I'm not sure what this 30 truck is doing, but he's disrupting the outcome of these leaders. Maybe it's a Toyota, so we got a little bit of manufacturing tactics happening here, but certainly putting a lot of pressure on the leader for someone who's trying to help them. 23 truck has the oldest tires, I believe, so he'll probably pit around the same time when the 20 truck pit, which would cause them to be a little bit slower. But that 93 truck is going high, and 82 truck just way up and hits the wall, and that'll take him out of the contention. He was probably the best contender to win this race, I would say, but looks like he hit the wall. Now Dave Grubb is right up there in 3rd spot. He might be a little bit too far back as we have 3 laps to go. '93 truck just starting to walk away now. Looks like he might get his 2nd win in 3 races. Hope Torres, the winner in the last race, looking at 2nd spot right now if they can hold on. We're starting to see some title contenders emerge from this pack as we hit the halfway mark in the regular season. Will, man, you missed a lot. If you didn't see before this last caution, you missed quite a bit. The field is definitely shuffled around a little bit, and we have a new leader who was quiet most of the race and comes around the turn 4 final lap to win his 2nd in 3 races. Carlos Perez, congratulations. You've just earned yourself some playoff points more to help you advance yourself into the championship race at Phoenix. Congratulations to the top finishers here. We got the 26 truck finishing right behind there. Looked like they had a race-winning strategy until that caution came out. That 82 truck looked like he was a strong contender until he smacked the wall. Still rebounded and finished third, but who knows? It could have been second or higher. We have the 2 truck of Tristan Grace right up there, getting that last top 5 position. Sorry. 48 truck Lily Holmes and her race. She pretty much was in the top 10 most of the day. Kind of faded a little bit, but finished strong. And Francisco, our boy Francisco, nice top 10 for Jess as well. Billy Sharp, the rookie, he had a quiet afternoon. Good finish. Makarov, excellent, rounding out the top 10. Good results from some of these teams. Jarvie getting as close as he's ever gotten to a top 10, and 12th, and Charles Baker leading the team at the end there. Looked like the 20 was the guy, but Baker's consistency was inevitable to triumph over a risky strategy, and who knows what happened to that 20 truck. Caused him to drop back. Well, it was action-packed. Too much action for me to even keep track of, so I apologize if I missed your driver or if something happened to them and I just didn't catch it. But it's hard when you're a one-man show and you got 20-second laps and things are happening every lap. It's very difficult to keep track of everything. But hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a lot to handle at times, but hopefully your driver, or at least one of your drivers, finished up top, and looking forward to the next race. As it is, maybe Friday is a contender. Maybe, you know what? Let's do Saturday. Saturday evening, and we'll see if it's an exhibition race. We'll see what you guys want. I know the lack of yellows is kind of boring at times, but hopefully the on-track racing kind of makes up for it. Yeah, it's true. We'll see. We'll see how many more Carlos can win before the season's over, but he's on a hot streak right now. Should be enough to push him to the points lead, if I'm not mistaken, if he's not already there. But yeah, it looks like I'm gonna do a little shout out to myself. I think, I don't want to jinx it, but I might have gotten my first team points since we started, so that'll be a nice win for me. Been really slow start for my boys, but yeah, 32nd and 12th, so it is what it is. You know, I don't control these races. They do what they want. Hopefully it was exciting enough for you guys. We are coming back to Martinsville, so if you liked what you saw here, we can definitely bring this version back. If not, we can look at another version. But I thought the on-track racing was excellent for AI on this one. Next race, not sure exactly where we are in the next one, but I got a feeling it's Speedway. So we'll do that Saturday. If you guys want an exhibition race, just let me know and we can do that instead, and it'll just be player trucks. But hopefully, yeah, looks like we got Kansas up next, followed by Coda. So we got a Speedway and a road course coming up next. Hopefully your drivers are suited for those tracks, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Saturday night, let's do 8 p.m. usual time, and let me know in Discord if you guys want to do exhibition or just another regular season race. If you guys want to do exhibition, I'm open to offers on what you want to see. You want to see something really like wacky, crazy, or do you want to see like a lot of accidents or short track? Who knows? Let me know. I don't really have anything in place for exhibition races, so it's pretty much on demand, whatever the whatever the people want. So yeah, Coda. You know what? I'm not sure if I mentioned it here or not, but I think Coda is going to be a terrible race for NASCAR. I hate to burst your bubble there, well, but as an F1 fan, I think that track is very much geared toward open wheel cars, just because of the track layout. I think stock cars are going to be absolute garbage on most of that track, except for that long straightaway. But that's just me. I really hope I'm wrong. We'll see that. When do they race there? In May? Yeah, okay. So we'll see in 2 months' time if I'm right or not. But anyways, just rambling on here at the end. So let me know what you guys want to do for Saturday night, and we'll certainly do whatever you guys want to do. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll see you Saturday.